What's going on, everyone? This is Dominic Dominator with the Veterans Den channel, bringing you another video. Today I'm going to be talking about something that happened last week. It was about the NYPD suicide, the officer who killed himself. This was, I believe, the 9th suicide for the department since May. And something I want to talk about is about getting people that are on the front line, I guess you could say, help and support. So there's a stigma that if you seek help, you'll lose your job. Now, when I was active, that was a really big thing. You know, when the whole Iraq war started, and from like 2003 to all the way up to like about 2012, 2013, there was a stigma that if you went out to get help or seek help for PTSD, you would lose your job. They'll kick you out of the military. And, you know, we would go deployed, and when we come back, you answer this questionnaire when you came back about, you know, your experiences, what you saw, basically saying if you have PTSD. And if you answered to yes to any of those things, they would kind of put you to the side, get you psychiatric help, but also process you out. So a lot of these law enforcement officers, and you know what, it's not even just the law enforcement community. You're talking about the EMTs, the firefighters, military and law enforcement officers, basically people that go through traumatic stuff or dealing with things, or what I like to call rattling the cage. That's a big cause for PTSD. It's not necessarily, you know, going through something hard, but having your adrenaline going and your heightened security awareness up, and then it has to come back down, and then bam, just like that, it has to kick back up. So these people that are in these positions or professions has their cage rattled a lot. So I believe the problem that a lot of law enforcement officers, Border Patrol, Homeland Security, people in these fields, and like I said, the EMTs and firefighters, they're worried about losing their job. You know, so if I'm a firefighter or I'm an EMT or police, or like I said, active duty, I love my job. This is what I want to do. Maybe you have family heritage, your dad, your grandpa was a firefighter or a police officer or military EMT. But if I step forward and get help, then I'm going to lose out on something that I love. And they have a right to think this way, because if you think about it, in order to go through the academy and all that, you have to do a background check. You also have to sit with a doctor, and they do a psych eval on you to see if you're fit for duty, to see if you're fit to do this job. And if anything with your head or at all, they'll disqualify you. So just that alone will have you in the back of your head that, you know, if I come forward and get help, then this is what's going to happen. I'm going to lose my job, my bills, my family, my heritage, my this, my that, or, you know, this could be brought up in court and all that other stuff. So I do know a lot of a couple of agencies that are changing it. I do know, like talking to a Border Patrol agent, they're now allowed to go seek help and, you know, get diagnosed with PTSD, you know, get seen by somebody, but their superiors or chain of command won't know anything about it. They can't ask questions. So stuff like that is good. You know, this is a step in the right, you know, direction, but also letting these people know it's okay to, you know, seek help, and then the doctor and your work is not going to talk to each other. You know, you could be like an outside source. Another thing too, that's a good step that I just found out, is that the FCC is now going to have a 3-digit number for seeking suicide help or suicide prevention or hotline. You know, before it was the 800 number, but now, you know, just like 911, 611, 411, there's now going to be a 3-digit number to seek help for suicide help, prevention, and awareness. So that's another good step that we're having. But I do know, like I said, of other agencies, like I know people that are part of Homeland Security and other police agencies that I know back in California, that if you go out and seek help, or say, hey, you know, supervisor, you know, Sarge, whoever, I have these thoughts going on, I'm dealing with PTSD, I need help, and they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll get you help, but then we're also going to process you out and kick you out. So with all these things that these guys do, all the first responders, like I said, with everything that they go through, we do need to allow them to go seek and get help. And I know the last person that committed suicide, the sister of that police officer, kept on going to the department and kept on asking and requesting help and assistance that are, you know, brothers, you know, have signs of PTSD. Like from what I was reading, you know, just all the common factors that go into having PTSD, the anger, the mood swings, yelling, and being agitated, and also hypervigilant. Not sure what the total background story. That's just her side of the story. I don't know what the department did, or maybe they did offer and he was just scared to come forward. But there is that stigma. So what we need to do with these first responders is remove that stigma and allow these people to go and seek help, or this is going to keep going on. And that goes with, the same that are people that are in the military. There's people that are in the military that want to go and seek help, but then like they have to go to that clinic over here, so they see those people going to that clinic and they know specifically why they're going there. So now they got the stigma that, oh, they're the crazy person, or they're going to get judged, or maybe they're going to call that into question, like, oh, maybe you can't do this job. So I do think even with them, they should be allowed to go seek help and support off base, so they're not allowed, give them options, not just on base, but allowed to go out in town and get help, and people that they know that are not going to talk to their superiors or chain of command. Even with me, I was seeking help with the VA. I did not once go to my chain of command just for that same worry. Like that was all the way up until I believe 2014 is when I actually stepped into a doctor's office and say, hey, I got some serious stuff going on. This is how my life is. This is what I got. I got this whole PTSD stuff on my shoulders, and I'm struggling to deal with it, and I'm even suicidal, so, with a lot of things that are going on, we got to allow these people to get help, so for my personal story, when I was at the point where I wanted to kill myself, where I wanted to commit suicide, there's no way anybody would have known. I had a smile on my face. I was doing my job. I was bending over backwards. I was helping homeless veterans get into housing and preventing other homeless vets or other veterans from committing suicide and doing suicide intervention, mental aid, first aid. But in the end, at night, I was still dealing with my demons, and there's no way anybody would have knew that that's what I was doing. Was thinking in my head, other than having these red flags, and maybe I'll make another video about that, about certain red flags, the quiet red flags that you can see that this person's dealing with. So like I said before, we definitely got to do something for our first responders, even people that are active duty, be able to go seek help. The three-digit number for seeking help is a good step. Allowing all these people in these departments, agencies, law enforcement, border patrol, help, Homeland Security, EMTs, firefighters, allow these people to go somewhere away from their work to go seek help, to know that they're safe, they're under the trust tree. This is not going to get back to their command or their department or agency, that they can actually go and seek help and get the help that they need. And a lot of people can still functionally do their job. Your local firefighter, your local EMT, your local police officer probably have PTSD, and you see them, you'll see them at the school police, they're doing a job. These people can totally function and do their job. I was able to do my job. I know a lot of people that have PTSD that are in these first responder type agencies that can still totally do their job, but at night, when they take off the shell, they take off the armor and all that, and they're sitting there, that's when the demons come knocking. So we gotta be able to allow these people to go seek help. So if you guys have any comments or questions, please put it in this video. Wanted to make a quick video about all of this. If you guys happen to know that 3-digit number, please put it in here so I can pass it on to other people and pass it on to people in the videos and all that. Where I'm getting all my information, like I said, a lot of this is my own opinion. Also some stuff that I read in links, which I'll provide in this video description, but also just stuff that I know from firsthand with dealing with all these first responders and other military. But like always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Please share this with other veterans. Until next time, carry on.